London, England. To Tallinn, Estonia, over 1,600 miles. All public transport, no planes. Across land and sea, route unknown. This is Baltic Brutal.
Hi, I'm Catherine.
And I'm Mark.
And you're watching Mark, Catherine, Go.
So what's this all about, Catherine?
Well, in just over a week's time, we'll be setting off on Lupine Racing's Baltic Brutal Challenge, which will take us from London to Tallinn over the course of a week. We wanted to create this channel so our friends, family, and those just interested could track our progress.
Also, we couldn't find many videos from previous year's events, so thought, well, this might be useful for anyone considering taking on the challenge in the future.
But wait, what is the Baltic Brutal?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Catherine. In short, it's a little bit like BBC's Race Across the World, but for Joe Public. Starting at Herne Hill Velodrome in London, we'll be making our way across Europe, ending up in Tallinn, Estonia within 7 days. We can only use public transport, so no planes, no rent-a-cars, and no hitchhiking allowed.
Thankfully, unlike BBC's Race Across the World, we are allowed to use mobile phones and we don't have a fixed budget.
We know our first checkpoint will be in Brussels, but further locations will only be revealed once we start.
Prizes will be awarded to the fastest finishers, the team who complete the journey spending the least amount of money, and those who visit the most countries.
Additional bonus points are up for grabs by visiting a number of remote locations that have been revealed to us in advance. They are
Heligoland, a tiny island with a complex history, having been part of Denmark, the UK and now Germany. It's located 69 kilometres off the coast of Cuxhaven.
Bornholm, a Danish island of around 588 square kilometres with a population of just under 4,000 in the Baltic Sea.
Öland, Sweden's smallest traditional province with around 26,000 inhabitants.
Then Gotland, which is Sweden's largest island with a population of 61,000, but still in the Baltic Sea.
The Åland Islands, an archipelago, yes, you guessed it, also in the Baltic Sea. But what you might not know is that it's an autonomous and demilitarised region of Finland.
Zupes, not in the Baltic Sea, but instead a UNESCO World Heritage Site and breakaway neighbourhood of Vilnius in Latvia. It declared its own independence as a republic in 1997.
And finally, my favourite so far based on our research, Ruunu, a teeny tiny Estonian island in the Gulf of Riga. Population, just 136.
As you'd expect with some of these remote places, transport options can be a little bit spartan, so we don't think any teams will tick them all off.
Although we could well be wrong.
Instead, it seems as though there are likely two routes that will emerge from Brussels to Tallinn. A northerly route through Scandinavia, picking up many of the islands.
Or a southerly route through Germany, Poland and into Lithuania to pick up Vilnius.
Which route will we be taking, Catherine?
Well, that's part secret for now and part unknown anyway. We just don't know what other compulsory checkpoint locations will be thrown into the mix on day one. We've been planning some options in advance, and from what we can tell, for the northern route, timings will need to be carefully coordinated.
And for the southerly route, there's a pinch point getting into Lithuania, with the FCO advising against travel into the Ukraine and Belarus. That'll converge the land teams on that narrow border between Lithuania and Poland.
What we know for certain is that there are going to be some long overnight bus journeys, some complex train changes, and some critical ferry connections to make.
Oh, and of course that Catherine gets travel sick on buses and ferries.
Join us as we take on the Baltic Brutal.